What is up, guys? Sunny Dragon here, welcoming you back to WWDL match reviews. This week I am facing a divisional match against a newcomer, Ace, coach of the Tennessee Tauros. Since I was behind with matches and everything, I decided to just skip the team builder completely and go directly into the match. So that is why there's no team builder for this week. But there will be one for the next week, for next week's match, which should be coming up on maybe Thursday or Friday. So Ace's team is Magearna, Conkeldurr, Nidoqueen, Shaman, Cofagrigus, Dodrio, Mega Blastoise, Jirachi, Raichu, Incineroar, and Latias. So kind of threatening. Magearna and Blastoise, I don't have any switch-ins for those two, so I have to play around them a lot. So what I brought was Scarf, Gardevoir, Trick, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, hits everything super. Also I could Trick the Magearna and cripple it if it's a Trick Room variant. And I can also cripple it and lock into a move it doesn't want to be in. I brought Scarf, Mence, Earthquake, Outrage, Wish, and Toxic. Toxic for the Blastoise, Wish for the lulls if I ever needed. If I couldn't kill anything with the moves I had, Wish was there if I needed to heal. I had Assault Vest, Tornadus, as well as an Assault Vest, Mamoswine. Both had standard sets. I think the only difference that made Tornadus kind of interesting, I had Psychic and Heat Wave instead of Knockoff, and Air Slash over Hurricane. I had Life Orb, Zebstrika, Overheat, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and Signal Beam. Signal Beam for Jirachi to bluff. I don't have an Overheat, as well as hits the Shaman super effectively, and I don't want the drop from Overheat. And then I had Natural Gift Floatzel, which I changed last minute to Life Orb Toxic variant with Toxic, Waterfall, Ice Beam, HP Ground. Looking at the team that Ace brought, he doesn't have anything to do with Gardevoir, so I'm going to lead off with Gardevoir as he goes into Blastoise. I don't think he expects me to have Thunderbolt, so I just click Thunderbolt right off the bat. As he takes, like a champ, takes over half, knowing that this is an offensive variant. Gardevoir takes a stall, does not get burned. Expecting the Raichu to come in, I switch out into Salamence, who I know is scarfed and outspeeds. But sadly, he goes into Jirachi. I get off a really big Earthquake, so both Blastoise and Jirachi both hurt really bad. Expecting going into Dodrio at this point, I'm going to go to Zebstrika, but he goes for the Protect. I was like, alright, I don't want to show off my Overheat yet. I'm going to click Signal Beam. So I click the Signal Beam, he goes for the Protect, he gets a little bit more leftovers. I click Overheat, I was like, there's no way this thing isn't killing. As Life Orb does help me guarantee the KO. Knowing I need Zebstrika, I switch out into Gardevoir, which is actually a bad play. I should have gone into Floatzel first, sacked it off, then gone into something like Gardevoir. But knowing that, but this is like after, but it is what it is. Gardevoir definitely dies to a Floor Cannon at this point. There's no way it lives, even with the attack HP investment that I had. I go to Mamoswine, going for the Earthquake, which I do click, and I know I outspeed. Does a good amount to conk, about 45%. And knowing about the Drain Punch or the Mach Punch, I switch out into my Tornadus. It is a Drain Punch, and it does so much. Life Orb, Adamant, Max Attack. I go for the safe play, and I just click Air Slash. I could have gone for Psychic, but either way, Magearna was resisting both those hits. I click U-Turn, get that regenerated back because I need that HP. Next, I sack off Floatzel at this point. Magearna gets the boost from Soul Heart. I go into Salamence hoping that Earthquake kills. It doesn't. At this point, I could have easily gone into Mamoswine and clicked Earthquake again, and that would have killed because it is also Stab. But I mean, at that point, I thought Salamence was the right play to go, even though now I should have gone into Mamoswine, looking at it back. But I do go into Salamence. I get a huge Earthquake off. It's not a KO with if I went to Mamoswine, but it is what it is. I lose Mamoswine. I go into Zebstrika. I know he's not gonna want to keep this around, so I'm just gonna click Overheat. But he does save it, and he brings in Blastoise, which takes the Overheat really nicely. I was like, well, I don't really care. Volt Switch kills anyways. So Zebstrika gets its second kill, and it switches out. And I bring in Mamoswine right here. I know at this point I need to keep Mamoswine and Tornadus up. I sack off Zebstrika because I know the Drain Punch is coming, and instead it's a Mach Punch. I could have Earthquaked again. Maybe, I don't know. I go into Tornadus. I go for the Air Slash again. I bring him down to 1 HP, sadly. Doesn't kill. Doesn't matter, Heat Wave picks up the KO at the end. And he goes into Raichu. At this point, I'm like, if it's Scarf, I lose. Hopefully he goes for Thunderbolt. And I switch to Mamoswine. He's forced to switch out, and I can get a free Icicle Crash off. From there, he goes into Conk to take the Icicle Crash, Earthquake, whatever. I sack off Mamo. Well, no, Mamo should have survived the Mach Punch. I go into Tornadus. Tornadus kills Conk, and then Mamoswine takes care of Jirachi. Not Jirachi, Raichu. So my plan is, he's going to Thunderbolt, I'm going to Mamoswine. He predicts that really nicely, and he goes for Focus Blast. And I was like, if I stayed in expecting that, because I knew he had Focus Blast, but I didn't think he was going to go for it. Because at this point, he had to kind of play safe. He took the risk, and he won the risk, and that risk kind of won the game, at least differential-wise. If I stayed in, I clicked Psychic, kept taking the Focus Blast, and then from there, Volt switched out, or U-turned out, I would have been fine. And then now here comes in Tornadus again, and I get a Psychic off. Double Psychic would have picked up the KO, or brought it down to Ice Shard range at least. So I lose 3-0. Ace played really well late game. I think I played really well early, but he clinched it at late game. He has a very superior team to mine. His team matched up really nicely, so I'm going to make a few changes, franchises, and not franchises, free agencies, and see how well that plays out for me next time I face him. And that's about it for today. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.